Nature has created humans, nature has created plants, trees, animals. We all coexist. And what beautiful way we can have to serve all of them. So that's how Heartspire Foundation, my baby, came in picture. We are actually using transmission as the main key, which is the energy from the source. So when the soul came in existence, it was purest of the pure. It had no impressions whatsoever. So basically, with every birth and rebirth, and wherever we moved throughout, in terms of soul, we carried on with us some impressions. Make people more aware of spirituality, which is through meditation, especially heartfulness. I wanted to get that change into picture where people get more aware and have more knowledge about how to face these challenges of life that will be, of course, never ending till we live.
Okay, so I'm Pooja. I'm from Empire Global Talks, the Empire magazine. So I'll be the host for this podcast, and I'm glad I'm able to speak with you today. So
It's a pleasure to.
yeah, so I'll begin. Hello and welcome to Empire Global Talks, an initiative by Empire Magazine, where we bring you powerful conversations with global leaders and influential personalities who shape the world in a better place. I'm your host, Pooja Shinde, and today's episode is a gentle pause in the rush of life, a conversation that invites you to reconnect with yourself. To explore this, we have with us someone who has beautifully bridged the worlds of corporate success and inner transformation. So, our guest today is Misha Sharma Gambhir. She's the founder of Heartspire Foundation, a platform dedicated to promoting emotional well being, mindfulness, and heart centered living. Through Heartspire, she is not only guiding professionals towards balance and clarity, but also extending her support to the children with special needs and their families too. That is creating impact where it truly matters. And it is an absolute pleasure, ma'am, to have you with us today. And let's begin by understanding your journey a little more closely. I'm very keen to know about you.
Thank you, Pooja, for inviting me for this podcast. It's a real pleasure to be part of this platform. And through you, we will be guiding many more hearts. And that is what we are looking at.
Right. Okay, so to begin with, could you share a little about your journey and what inspired you to start the Heartspire Foundation?
So, to start with, at a very early age, which was around 10-year-old, me, with knowing nothing about spirituality, meditation, or anything, I met my spiritual master, which is long back, and he hailed from Chennai, which is in India. So, under his guidance, I started meditation when I was 15. But before that, it was just the personality and the master himself. And, the way he actually used to pamper kids, that is what was very mesmerizing to me. So, in that fun acts of talking to us, he used to actually, guide us and maybe enlighten us towards spirituality. So, eventually, that transition happened. And as I turned 16, where I was officially allowed to start meditation, I started my practice under him and his guidance. So, the three introductory sittings, which are very much part of the heartfulness, anybody who has to be a part of this heartfulness meditation needs to have the first three introductory sessions. These are like the preparation ground.
Right.
So i started under his guidance, and eventually I started growing and understanding people, what kind of challenges we face in today's world. And at that very age, I used to feel very sad about people having, difficulties in life. So that all led me to move towards the current baby that I have, which is Heartspire Foundation, where we are closely working with the mental well being, spiritual well being, and also special need children, animal welfare. These are our, key areas that we are working for. So I wanted to get that change into picture where people get more aware and have more knowledge about how to face these challenges of life that will be, of course, never ending till we live.
Right, right.
So that's how Heartspire Foundation, which is very close and dear to my heart, came in picture.
Right, because you rightly said, no matter where we go and whichever field we choose, the connection we have with ourselves is going to be perpetual, and
Yeah,
we are the sole responsible beings to, cater to what we need. So that's
exactly.
indeed a great initiative, I must say.
Thank
And
you.
uh, coming to the second question, your background includes corporate events, marketing, and business development. What led you toward the heartfulness meditation and life coaching?
So these are like two wings of the bird. We need both for
Right,
the bird to fly. So is the case with me. One part of me is handling spirituality and, life coaching. The other part, which is my corporate life, I started with my education and did my master's in journalism and mass communication from Amity School of Communication. From there, I had found out that I have key interest in events, and a lot of big events I was part of, and there was a lot of learning and churning process that happened in between. So with years of experience, eventually I grew up, I can say, as an event person only. So yeah, and that led me to be on senior profiles later. Business development and all these things came in picture. So it's been like, balance of both. But without spirituality, even corporate pressures and all these things that comes in picture, the burnout,
right,
everything doesn't exist for me personally. And I thought with Heartspire Foundation that I have, if I face these kind of challenges, it will be more, kind of a good thing to educate and get people, manage this burnout or the stress that they go through being part of the corporate culture. So
you're
it
able
doesn't
to
matter.
be more empathetic to the other
Yes.
beings, right?
Yeah. So that was the, the kind of understanding to me to be able to balance the outer world with the inner world.
Right. That's really a great leadership because when we ourselves delve into these kind of environments, we get a better gist of what others might be facing, and
Yeah.
that's when actually spirituality is needed. Rightly said. So, for our audience who may be hearing about it for the first time, what exactly is heartfulness meditation and how is it different from our traditional meditation practices? Now, people generally are, they don't have a very, most of the people don't have a very brief idea about what meditation is. There's a very negative notion about meditation that you don't need to have thoughts in your mind. That is something that's a myth, maybe. So, would you be able to clarify the differentiation here?
Okay. So until we are alive, our mind cannot rest. This is a fact, right? For mother, it will be a child, you know, it's the food time, it's the study time, it's, I have to take my child to this place for the activity. The mind keeps on running. And
Right.
so is with the men folks when they are in the corporate culture or dealing with day to day life, even handling family needs. So you see, mind is constantly running into another thing. It's not at peace at all. Meditation is specifically, if I talk about heartfulness, it is a heart centric approach where we are not targeting the mind in a straight fashion because mind is uncontrollable. That is how I see it.
Right.
But if we are using the heart, which is the main source in heartfulness, heart is always, purest of the pure. It's like ever giving, ever loving. It has all the good qualities. So when we use the heart, which is aided by something which is very unique with heartfulness called transmission, then you see the whole concept of meditation changes. It's like the journey becomes from the complexity of mind to the simplicity of heart, where we are able to see the transformation happening.
Right.
The next part that you asked is how is it different from the
Traditional
traditional
method.
approaches to meditation. If we talk about ashtanga yoga, there were 8 steps towards the meditation, and the Patanjali, the yoga guide, he basically made these 8 steps as the main core of yogic attainments. So if we talk about yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, pratyahar, dharna, dhyan, samadhi, that was the journey. So meditation was on the second last step. By heartfulness practices, which is basically through transmission, we are able to start from the second last, which is meditation, and then we move towards samadhi, and it automatically takes care of the other aspects which we started from. So it's a very beautiful way that instead of starting from the top, you are starting from the second last pillar and moving on, and the rest are taken care because it's aided by transmission. A lot of people might be thinking what this transmission is all about. So if I say transmission is basically energy from the source. Through the heartfulness meditation, we are actually using transmission as the main key, which is the energy from the source. So when the soul came in existence, it was purest of the pure. It had no impressions whatsoever. So basically, with every birth and rebirth, and wherever we moved throughout, in terms of soul, we carried on with us some impressions. All the impressions that the soul carried from their past lives, and even what we are doing in today's existence, we create baggage and impressions of something good done, something unknowingly done. So there are few ways of heartfulness where we can clean these baggages. So that is how a heartfulness is a very different concept, and a way, it's basically a way of life.
Right. Right. So if I can little bit relate to what you are saying right now, if we are not clear on what we want or what we desire, in that case there's a lot of clutter in the mind. So
Yeah.
even if a naive person who is not practicing mindfulness daily maybe, and then for that person getting into that zone of meditation and mindfulness is very difficult. So here, I think this technique is for everybody who is currently going through a lot of maybe corporate pressures. There are other political pressures and what all a person faces in his daily life. So I think this technique is helpful for everyone, right?
Yeah, because it's a heart centric approach. It's
Correct.
not mind centric approach.
Understand.
Yeah.
Right. So, like you described heartfulness as a heart-centric approach rather than a mind-centric one, could you explain what it truly means for you?
For me, heartfulness means living life with heart, as heart is purest of the pure, and there are very good emotions involved with it, and all the things that we do, when we are doing it from the heart, nothing can go wrong. That is
Right.
the heart centric approach of heartfulness. And it's not just a day to day meditation. That is, what we see heartfulness all about. It is basically a journey for life. So
Right.
good and bad coexist, and heartfulness takes care of all these pressures from the outer world, any baggages from day to day life, from corporate world to anxiety to stress to any challenges in the personal space in terms of family issues. Anything and everything can be managed through this beautiful way of heartfulness.
Right. Definitely. I think a lot of our listeners will resonate with this idea of wanting balance, but they don't know from where to begin and what it
Yeah,
actually means.
yeah.
Like I said, a naive person will still be confused as to what to do now. So, how can a practicing heartfulness meditation help individuals create balance between their inner world and their professional responsibilities to be taken care of?
So, as I said, it's a heart centric approach. The meditation happens through the heart, where we are taking a thought that there is a divine light which is already present in our heart. And with
Mhm.
this thought, we are also giving another subtle thought, which is that it is pulling us inwards. When we take this thought, it automatically connects us through transmission, which is the energy from the source, and we are able to go further deep into meditation. Now, the object in meditation is very important. A lot of people get confused between concentration and meditation. A lot of people
Mhm.
think
Right.
that concentrating is meditation. But what makes it different is the object on which we are doing the meditation. It should be always profound. So, with heartfulness, if the object is profound and it's aided by transmission, it will definitely bring that change within you, and you can actually experience it. So what I tell, even for the seekers, you are the one who is experimenting, you are the experimenter, and you are the experiment. Everything is you. If you feel that change within you, if you can resonate with what you are experiencing with your meditation, that is where the heartfulness work. It works on your core of being, basically. So that is how I see it.
We are the experiment and we are the experience in total,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So,
exactly.
uh, being is the only, I mean, love is the only way of being. That is what is, I read it earlier somewhere. And like I can resonate with what you are trying to tell here, that the heart is actually very pure. And we carry some notions connected with
So
it,
what
like
happens
as
is the
experience.
the gap between one thought to another thought, you know in terms of mind, that starts taking a longer time when you start meditating through heartfulness practices. So there
Right,
are four pillars to this heartfulness system, which is, firstly is relaxation, that basically brings the total system into peace and relaxation, where after which you can get into meditation, which is your second pillar. The third is the evening daily cleaning process, where we are actually, kind of cleaning our daily deposits, which are from the external environment.
like a
All the
detox.
yeah. So it's like, uh, you like you s- like you spill something on the table or on your clothes. You don't need to clean it. You don't need to wait to clean it. You will try
Right,
to clean that thing right there and then.
immediately.
Yeah, that's
Correct.
the beautiful part of heartfulness practices, that cleaning is done on the daily basis, where not from this life, where you are creating those impressions. If somebody said something good to you, you will feel happy about it. Even that will create an impression. If you are if somebody said something negative to you, you had some challenges in your office, again your mind will be contemplating on it and thinking over it. Again you will create impressions. So what
Right,
does cleaning do? It just clears all that clutter that you have created from this life and past many lives, so that the soul becomes again purest of the pure.
right.
And the last pillar of Heartfulness practice is your bedtime prayer, which is very different from the other prayers that we know. Generally, if you see the prayers, we are asking something or the other from the God.
Correct.
Okay, we are saying, give us this, give us that, give us good health. But in heartfulness prayer, we are actually, these are prayerful
Thanking.
suggestions. In the prayerful suggestions, what we want is good for everyone around us. So now you are not actually talking about your own self or just thinking about your own self, but the entire world. So it's a
Right.
very beautiful way of living and becoming.
Right. Right. So this is like a gratitude expression that we can say for
Yeah,
everyone around us and ourselves.
yeah. And here we are praying to the source in the prayer. We are saying that the prayer is such that people can Google it online or check online.
Mhm.
The prayer is very simple. It says, "Thou art the real goal of human life. We are yet but slaves putting bar to our advancement." So it's only human beings which create the complexities, right?
Right. Right.
God
Right.
or the source, whoever got us in life, they made us so simple and pure. It is we
Right.
who created the baggages.
Right. Yeah,
So
we introduced artificial intelligence so that, the manpower is reduced, and then we introduced more manpower to check if the artificial intelligence is working fine. So we are complicating it,
yeah.
undoubtedly, yes. So, we live in a fast-paced and digitally connected world. Speaking about AI here, how can heartfulness help people manage stress, anxiety, and emotional overload? Also, if you could just give, a brief highlight of what exactly is anxiety, because there's a lot of noise around what actually anxiety is. People use this term loosely, but I think it should have some parameters, right?
See, basically, these are very commonly used words nowadays.
Correct.
Anxiety, stress, depression. All these things are sometimes used even by children nowadays.
Yes.
If you interact with them, oh, I haven't completed this school project, I'm getting stressed, you know.
Yes.
And sometimes anxiety, people will say, oh, I have to do this and it's not getting completed on this deadline particular date, and I am feeling anxious. It's just increasing my anxiety. So these terms are actually very very used in a very clumsy manner, I would say, rather than the basic thing that those people who are actually going through it, they are really getting impacted. And in today's world, as you said, there is so much of hustle bustle around, where people have different pressures and different kind of situations they have to manage, so they undergo all these things. Depression is very deep thing. It's not
Right.
just that a word in a way, but it's like it impacts your entire system.
Right.
Those people who are going through depression, they are dependent on pills, they are dependent on psychological guidance, and there is so much that they have to undergo. So
Right.
they need someone to talk to or vent themselves out. Even with the case of anxiety or stress, which people use very commonly, they have a very different connotations. It's not exactly very normal, usage word, which it has actually become.
Yeah.
But for those who are actually battling it, it is a different ball game altogether.
Correct.
As far as heartfulness goes, like I said, it's a way of living. It's not something, you will just do it for a day, like you gulp a medicine, you have a headache, and it's gone. With heartfulness, you are basically, when I talked about those four pillars of heartfulness, when you start practicing that, these changes come. And eventually, you will see that how calmer, how relaxed, even a lot of things which will happen in the outer world will stop impacting your inner world, because there is no chaotic thing within you. It
Correct.
only, it is only the chaos that are outside. Nothing is impacting your inner world. Like, for example, I'll give you a simple thing about myself. I was currently based in UAE, and with so much of, regional conflicts that had happened there, I kept on doing my bit, which is, taking care of my children, managing my house, required to take care of basic things of the house, managing my work, all these things. All those things that I kept on doing, they were from the outer world. But at the inner world, I was in so much of peace that everything is happening for a purpose.
Correct.
We can see to maybe a few meters with our eyes, but the source or the one who got us to life, he can see beyond. So
Correct.
whatever is written in our journey, which I always say that we are all part of a beautiful journey, which is some known and yet unknown. So when we are part of it, we if we leave everything to the almighty or the supreme source, whatever you may call it, then a lot of things become at ease. And
Correct.
anxiety, when I say anxiety, is something which will keep your mind into a pressure all the time. But when we are using heart centric approach, which I am talking about heartfulness, then a lot of things come to ease. So that is the beauty of heartfulness actually.
Right. This is, I think, the beauty of even using this word that we always say, I practice meditation, because it is a process and we are always practicing it. We can
Yeah.
never, there is no destination, if I'm not wrong. That is what I understand from meditation and heartfulness as well, that there is no destination. It's a
There is
journey of
destination. There is destination through heartfulness,
heartfulness. Right.
which is why I'm telling you that those people who are practicing heartfulness with these four beautiful pillars that we have and make it a part of their life, there is definitely a destination, and it's very clear that wherever the soul came from existence, that it was purest of the pure at that time. Basically, we are taking that soul back to that source, which where we were purest of the pure. So we have a destination in heartfulness.
I can say that it is not something that is conclusive, but it is a journey, it is a practice that I think everyone must follow in this world. I think if you have to keep calm and be yourself.
My simple thing would be come and experience it. We are present in 190 countries, by the way. So it's not just
Okay,
like it's present in India. It's
okay,
global headquarters are in Hyderabad, and it's a
okay,
beautiful world class meditation hall that we have, where people from all over the world come and meditate together. So
okay,
those who are interested to try, we are based in Hyderabad, which is our world headquarter in Telangana, and it's called Kanha Shanti Vanam. People can actually see the videos of YouTube on YouTube, and they can see how things changed, how the world class meditation hall was made. It's at one go, so many people can meditate together, and it's a beautiful journey to see that meditation hall, because it was a barren land. It had nothing, and from there it's now totally a lush green, place where you can actually go experience meditation and detox yourself. So that is something which is to be seen and to be, uh,
experienced.
experienced. Yeah,
So I am sure that the vibrations over there must be very
very
strong and
different.
very
Yeah,
positive.
yeah. And our global guide Daji, he's there. So when he's there, he's one of the, like, he's amongst us, the global guide and the president of Heartfulness. So he calls himself he loves himself to be called as Daji, because it's the like a brother, not like a guru. So that is what he always tells people, that I should be denoted and called Daji. So he's also there, so the vibrations and everything are quite different.
So, like you mentioned, in this time of crisis, such as regional conflicts or uncertainty, how has heartfulness helped you personally manage all this?
See, challenging times, especially what we have seen, especially in the UAE, um, the government had managed it very well there. So, first thing, I would like to really congratulate the government there, the way they have, taken care of each and everything, the citizens, the people, and their message was very loud and clear that those who are living there are just not the citizens or the people coming from other countries, but they are equally as Emiratis. That's what their message was all about. So we were actually taken care very nicely amongst the drones and missiles that happened there. So it was nothing that was not managed at all. It was like everything was taken care. So firstly that, then secondly with heartfulness, like I said, it brings you, with the chaotic life outside, it still brings you inner peace. So I've been practicing heartfulness from the age of 15, and now I'm like uh, getting more younger every year. I will not put my age on this, but it has given me a lot of peace within. So a lot of things which happened in the outside world didn't impact the core me. And the meditation, the relaxation technique, the evening cleaning procedure, and the bedtime prayer, all is taken care, all take care of the chaotic world outside. So I kept on doing my bit and left rest to be taken care by the source.
Very beautifully said. If we are, if we know, if we are calm inside and we know how to take care of our inner self, I think everything else, we are just puppets, but the mind is in, I mean, the heart and the mind, we can develop it with the help mindfulness, I'm sure. So, through your work with the Heartspire Foundation, what kind of transformation have you seen in people who practice heartfulness regularly?
It's very simple. They are definitely facing challenges. That's why they are looking for some internal peace.
Right.
So heartfulness, I have talked a lot about it so far. So as I said, it's a heart centric approach. A lot of things have changed within them, and then they are able to manage the outer world in a very better way. So the challenges don't go, I won't say the life challenges would go away with heartfulness, but it will give you a stability and strength to manage the chaotic world outside, because you are internally at peace.
Right, right. So, you also support initiatives for children with special needs and their families. So, can you tell us something about this initiative and why is this cause so important to you?
Yeah, there is a group of uh, beautiful ladies who are very hardworking, and they hail from Britain, and they are actually working for the well-being of parents whose children are of special needs. So it's every day is a battle for those kind of parents. To It's a difficult challenge to just do the basic chores with their children.
Mhm.
For them, even a few minutes of mental peace makes a lot of difference. So I thought it's a very beautiful cause to be part of something like that. And children are very dear to me already. So combining both the things had given me eternal peace and joy. Both the things. So I made myself available to these kind of works that they are trying to do for these kind of parents and children, especially with parents, because again, with the heartfulness practices, they can really find that peace and inner joy, and the challenges of handling special need children, they will kind of regenerate and do that things with more joy and more efficiency. So
Correct.
that's why it's very close to my heart.
What are some simple heartfulness practices that busy professionals can start incorporating in their daily routines?
To start with, I think one can see there is no shortcut to success, as they
Correct.
say. So in heartfulness also, we do not have any shortcut, you know. So to start with, I would say get your first three introductory sittings, which we are available through the Hearts app, which is available on iOS and Play Store both, where you can just go online, start with their online basic guidance of meditation. You can play that, sit along. Then eventually you can go to a face to face session with the local coach, which is present in 190 countries. So it's easy to connect. From there, you can have the three introductory sittings, which is basically creating the groundwork for you to experience the entire thing. Then on day to day basis, you can start practicing at home. So you can start with like minimum 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Gradually, you can start increasing the time, and maximum you can sit is for 1 hour in a go in meditation. So the prescribed way is like that. So you can start gradually. I wouldn't say just rush up. So start with like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then you will see with your regular practices, time will not be a constraint. Your mind will not be observing the clock. So if you will
Correct.
predefine, even if I want to sit for, let's say, 10 minutes, maybe you will feel so happy sitting in the meditation that you will not know the time. So, what I said earlier was the object of meditation, which should be profound.
Correct.
So, effortless focus is basically what should be there, and that is what meditation is all about, on a profound object. So,
Right.
that is how I see. Otherwise, it will become concentration, and once it becomes, when you are starting to put effort, it will become concentration. Once it
Right.
becomes concentration, you will be focusing on time.
Correct. Correct.
So, this is how I see it. Start with basics, and see that, give yourself 2 3 months to see that change within you, and if you feel happy about that change, you may continue your journey with heartfulness.
How has this approach helped you balance and improve leadership and decision making?
Oh, I will say tremendously, because it gives you a lot of clarity of mind. Your intuitiveness increases. So when that happens, obviously your decision making capacity or capability will be much better. You will be the calmer version of you.
Mm.
You won't be just rushing into fights and quarrels with your colleagues. So obviously a lot of change has happened over the years.
Right. So the number of people and same number of different, what we can say, attitudes of handling or the ways of handling. But if we are centered, then I think everything is possible.
Yes, yes. A change within you will reflect outside.
Definitely. So, looking ahead, what is your vision for Heartspire Foundation and the impact you want to create globally?
See, my only way with Heartfulness Foundation is make people more aware of spirituality, which is through meditation, especially heartfulness, is what we are promoting at. This is basically free of cost. We don't charge any penny,
Oh,
because our spiritual uh, guru or a spiritual guide who started this process, Sri Ramchandra Ji Maharaj, he was from Fatehgarh. And then after him, Babuji Maharaj, he was with love called. Babuji. So when he said spirituality is not for sale. So that is how we see that through Heartspire Foundation. My couple of goals are there. One of which, number one, is spirituality and making people aware of having a very beautiful journey through heartfulness. The second one is definitely, mental well-being, where we are guiding people how they can detox and de-stress themselves with the current scenario and difficult situations that they face, the burnout they feel from the corporate world, or any kind of situations which are from the outer world. Thirdly, with special children, special needs, we are working very close to them, so it's very close to me. So Send Together is one of the apps which where we exist, and we are trying to work along for these special children. People can actually download that app and get connected to the same kind of community where people face challenges and discuss about these special children. So that is where we are working together. And then, of course, animal welfare, which is dogs and cats. So they are very, very close to our heart. So I see that wherever we can contribute through Heartspire Foundation, we would love to and be a part of other collabs.
I really like this concept of the Heartspire Foundation, where you have actually collaborated all the living beings, and it's not just limited to people. I really like this concept because I think animals also communicate with a lot of heart to heart connections, and they also vibrate some kind of energy. And
Definitely.
where there is energy, there is communication in
See,
so many multiple forms. And
nature has created humans. Nature has created plants, trees, animals. We all coexist. And what beautiful way we can have to serve all of them. So that's how Heartspire Foundation, my baby, came in picture. So
right.
that is the whole purpose.
Right. So I really like this concept. We are just heading towards the end of this session. So lastly, what message would you like to share with people who are searching for this inner peace, balance, emotional strength, and the longing maybe they carry in their hearts, everything, that there should be some journey which they should start for heartfulness, right? So, what message would you like to give all these people?
A very simple thing: come, experience it, be the experimenter, and eventually you will fall in love with this path. It's such a beautiful journey. Make it yours.
Beautiful. So, before we wrap up, let's light up this thing, and there's a quick rapid fire round.
Oh,
So, so you don't have much time to think about the answer. You just have to
okay.
be very candid with it. One word that defines heartfulness for you.
My heart. It's
Nice.
as simple as that.
Morning meditation or silence?
I think morning meditation. When you start your day with meditation, everything is taken care.
Right. One habit that keeps your heart and mind balanced.
One habit of me, just being around children and animals. I just love to be with them.
Nice. A person who deeply inspired your spiritual journey.
Like I said, I was 10-year-old, so it is definitely Chariji, my spiritual master, who whose memories and the way he treated me in my childhood made a lot of difference to what I am today. So it's definitely him.
One simple way to reduce stress instantly.
Do spot cleaning. Now you will ask me what the spot cleaning is all about.
Yeah,
So
come let's
uh,
experience.
no, I'll say. like the pillar that I said about heartfulness, the third one, which is cleaning. The sub part to it is spot cleaning. So if my shirt gets dirty, I will not wait to wash it.
Right.
If I am
Till
drinking
the
something,
stain
something
gets
spills.
strong, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, the stain gets stronger. So exactly my point, that there and then you can spot clean it, so that everything is fixed. So by spot cleaning, I mean, so if you are having any kind of stress, any argument, anything around you which is troubling you, just sit for the cleaning with the heartfulness way, and you can clean your spot immediately.
That's nice. And the last one message for people who want to start their journey.
As I said, come experience it. It's a very beautiful path. You won't regret it. There are no charges for it. We are present in 190 countries to hold you, to guide you, and to make you part of our beautiful family of heartfulness, and come and experience it.
So people who are not in Hyderabad, right? Your one in India, your one center is at Hyderabad. So if people are not there or they cannot physically
Oh, we are
be
present
present,
all over
then
India. We are present all over
okay.
India.
In other
We
cities
have,
and
yeah, yeah.
states.
We are present all over India, and I'm talking about 190 countries also. So it's just not here in India, but it's present in 190 countries. It's just that the headquarter is in Hyderabad.
Right, right.
So the
Okay.
global guide, so he is present in Hyderabad, and we have a biggest meditation center. So, and our global guide Daji is recently, by the UN, he's been declared as a peace ambassador recently.
Oh, that's
So
great.
a lot of people from different walks of life who have even been pioneers in the field of spirituality had come to Kanha under one roof, and they all meditated together irrespective of religion. So it was a very huge
That's
event that we
really
had held recently.
that's really fascinating.
Thank you.
So, with this, we have come to an end of to this beautiful conversation that we were having. This has been such a calming and insightful conversation with you. I got to learn a lot of things, and thank you very much for sharing your journey, your wisdom, and the beautiful work you have been doing through this Heartspire Foundation. It is indeed inspirational, and I'm sure it's going to transform many such lives who need support. To our listeners, if there's one takeaway from today's episode, it's this: that balance doesn't come from controlling the outside circumstances, but I think from nurturing the inner one little heart that we have, which controls and calms everything down, right?
Thank you so much, Pooja, for having me and making me go through this podcast. I am quite happy and delighted that a lot of people, I'm hoping also that a lot of people who are facing different challenges in life, if even one heart is connected through your platform, it will make a lot of difference to me. Thank you so much for having me.
It's our pleasure, ma'am. So, I'm signing off from this podcast. Myself, Pooja Shinde, signing off from Empire Global Talks. Stay mindful and stay blessed. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.